Cowabunga gamers, welcome back to another episode of Technological Journey. It's been a while. Just got back from vacation. It was so nice. Went camping. But now we're back. We're in the thick of it. We're ready to greg out and just burst through and complete the UV age and enter the UHV age. Not much has happened between episodes. Did a bit of base cleaning, a bit of fixing. When I got back, we were out of power. Or, we were out of fuel. We weren't out of power. I figured out the issue I was having with power. It was the... it was the wireless energy, right? So... Oh, what are those called? Coils. It was the Spectre coils, specifically the Spectre energy injector. When I had this hooked up to a point, it would just suck out all the power. I should be able to show you that. So if I set this up and set that up, it drops. I think the problem is that this has no limit and it just keeps adding. So eventually it reaches the max int and loops back around, requiring it to be filled up completely again. So that's a fun little bug we found that was completely demolishing the base. But thankfully we got it sorted out. I wonder if I can check the code for this actually. I bet I think that's what's happening. Especially if you saw that it had the negative number there. Yeah, like negative 2 trillion or whatever. Let me delete that before it ruins us again. But yeah, so that was the issue that was happening. Fun, quirky little bug, but thankfully got that sorted out. We are gaining power again. I also set up, I can show you this. This looks kind of funny. I set up a monitor for the void ore monitor or void ore miner. So when it's complete, it shows the cryothium, pyrotheum, and the drilling fluid. Just a fun little thing that we got going. Anyway, let's get to work. So we ended last episode with not being able to make the Bioware processors because we needed to upgrade to the UV components for the laser assembly. And for the UV emitter specifically, we need the Stilbene dust. And the Stilbene dust is an LCR with some products. So we have chlorine. So actually, let me put everything on here, right? So we have chlorine. I'm pretty sure we have styrene. I think we made that a few episodes ago. Yeah, we made styrene. So all we need is this palladium acetate, which is really simple, nothing too bad there. And then this tributylamine. And this requires both of these are catalysts, so we don't need we just need to do it once. And then set up the LCR for the Stilbene. So not the end of the world. We'll probably go with this recipe. So let's just get started here. Let's just get started with the palladium acetate. So we need some palladium dust and chlorine. Palladium dust, we have literally so much of that. And then chlorine. Let me grab my cells. Get out a bucket of chlorine and then just throw those in. I didn't plan to make that much, but honestly, it's probably fine. Better to have more of it than not enough of it, right? Okay, so for this, we just need 3. Palladium dust, you can go. And it was acetic acid, I believe. So just throw that in there, and we got what we needed. Okay, so now that we have... So that's the first step, the palladium acetane. So let me put this stuff back. So that's done. Palladium on carbon. Why do we have that? Whatever. So this is pretty simple, actually. We need some zeolite, which we do have, thankfully. And again, we just need one of those. Looks like we have some fun mystery fluids in here. We do not have any storage for those. That's fine. Those just go into cell prison, I guess. Let's make a few more of these then. So we got zeolite. We need ammonia, right? Actually, do we have the little cells? I guess we don't. Oh, we have one. We have one little cell. So we need a bucket of ammonia. And then we need this butanol gas, right? This butanol gas comes from a fluid heater of butanol, which comes from... Do we have this? Do we have butanol? We do not. Why does it feel like we're making this somewhere, though? Especially if we have... 2eth. No, okay, I guess we don't. Anyway, that's fine. So butanol comes from fermented biomass, and fermented biomass just comes from biomass, which we should have a bunch of. Yeah, we do. Okay, so what do we need? We need a fermenter. A fermenter. We need a distiller. And a heater, which we have. Cool. So these actually should be pretty quick. Yeah. Okay. So distiller and fermenter, right? Yep. Okay. Where do we want to put these? We'll need the heater. Actually, no, we don't need these two quite yet. Fermenter. Let's put the fermenter down. All right, and give it some biomass. So we get fermented biomass to a distillery. We're probably going to need more of this than we think. Right? Yeah. So let me get like a true cell of biomass. There we go. And then you should be... So fermented biomass. Oh, we need a... Ammonia. Butanol is a circuit of 7. So we need a circuit. Throw that in there. So we have 300... That's not the greatest ratio, is it? So we now have butanol, so we need to heat that into butanol gas. And so we need 3 buckets of butanol gas. What do we have? Whatever. So let's get a heater in here. And then I guess the rest of these can go back. You're going butanol. Okay, so I'm going to let this go, and I'll bring you back once we're ready. Okay, we are back. Here is our 3 buckets of butanol. So, oh, no, hold on. I'm missing a step here. Butanol. No, I wasn't. So we throw it in here with a circuit of 0. There's our 3 buckets of the gas. Right, and so... That's it. Yeah, cool. So we got some water as well that we can just get rid of. Cool. Cool. Okay, so now that we have this, all that's left to do is make the LCR. So let's go get that set up. We still need to move this. Where's our, like, Bioware stuff? Right, it's over in Chem 3, isn't it? Yeah, so let me build up a LCR and I'll bring you back. Okay, we are back. So got the LCR built up. So let's get this started. So we need an input bus here, and we also want an input hatch. Actually, do they make? They do. Curious. Okay, so we're gonna do something like this. We're gonna have an input here and here. This is going to be the palladium acetate regulator. We left that because we don't need a lot. We just need like 1 millibucket, right? So if we come over here somewhere, yeah, I left it right here. So if we put this in and then put this in, we should have, yep, 1 millibucket of the tributane butylamine. And then we can head back if we can find it and throw that into here. Perfect. And now we just need a quad input bus, input hatch. And then for outputs, this outputs a fluid and 2 items. So outputs fluid as well. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Right? So let's get our interfaces, but let's also get a drawer. We want a 1x2 drawer here, right? And the fluid interface can go there. And then what do we need for this? We needed chlorine, sterylene. We're not making idobenzene, are we? We'll figure that out in a second here. Because this shouldn't be too bad. And then we just stick a point onto here, right? So you have one of the things you need. Styrene. Aren't we making styrene? I thought... Okay, we'll have to take a look at that as well. Where are we making styrene? We needed styrene for something, didn't we? We needed something for... Oh no, I knew this would happen. You'll leave. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, it's seeing the styrene. Okay, in that case, let's get a storage bus and just set this to extract only, right? And then the styrene should have gone into here, which it did. So now all we're looking at is the idobenzene, and the idobenzene is another LCR. So let me get another one made up. Okay, we're back. Let's see what we need. See, this is going to be an interesting one. So, Ooh, what are we doing for this? Because it has 3 outputs. Well, it has 4 outputs. Okay, no, I see it. I see what we're doing here. So we're going to get, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get input buses. We're going to get 2 of these, right? One here, one here. And then we are going to get a quad input. Quad input, we're going to put it there. Okay, my idea just got thrown out the window, but that's fine. Do that. Do that. The fluids for this are these 2. Again, we may need to bump up Benny. But by God, we're gonna carry him as far as we can. And then the outputs for this are 3 fluids. Okay, so we're gonna get a filtered output. We're gonna get 3 of these. We're gonna get 3 filters. Then we're gonna get an output bus, right? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking 3 here. Each of these is going to have its own thing. So this is going to be, what are the outputs for this? Nitrogen, water, and the product we want. So let's put the product we want at the start here. Let's put water in the second one. And for this third one, we're just going to have nitrogen. So the water and nitrogen are going to go back into the system and get recycled. And then we're going to put a storage bus on the product we want so that it stops when it fills up, right? And then for the salt, we're going to have the salt be right here. And that's just going to feed into a interface there. We're going to get some more points. Does this make sense? I think this makes sense. Almost didn't have enough, how does this make sense to line up right here? Okay, cool. So what are we missing? We're just missing the item inputs. So the item inputs for this, right? Sodium nitrate and sodium, no, we're only going to keep a stack, iodine. So how do we make either of these? Sodium nitrate. Do we have sodium nitrate? We do not. Nitrite. We have nitrite. And sodium iodine. Iodine. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, gamers, we're back. I think I figured it out. So I set up a little section here just across from ore processing. So what we need is sodium nitrite, we need sodium nitrate solution and sodium iodine. So all the machines are here. So all we need to do really is just get everything plugged in and we should be good. I think this is a good time to also do wireless connectors. I think that might be fun. So we will see. Why do I have 105 of these? I really don't know. Yeah, we can do one here. And for now, we can do something like here. I think the wand is in my bag. Yeah. I think these can be painted too, like I said, but we will find out. So, I guess the question is, do we want to keep this on the mainnet? Probably. I can't think of a reason we would want to separate this out, at least for the time being. Anyway, let's get started here with sodium nitrite. So this is going to be simple. It's going to be a catalyst we need to produce. And it's also going to be a fluid input hatch. So let's just keep an HV amount in there, right? So So we can do that, and then delete this, put that here. PTFE casings. Cool. So that's going to be this. What we can also do is just this with sodium nitrate solution. Or no sodium nitrate solution. And then the output for this, right, is going to be 2 fluids. So we can do a quad output hatch. Yeah, and then a output bus. 16 should be enough. Let's do EV. Right? Oh, buddy boy. So again, we're just gonna store, we're gonna use the machine itself as the bottleneck here, right? I like having the energy input hatches face down. So let's get some cable, right? Let's go boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so the next one is sodium nitrate. Whoa. Which is, hold on. We know which one it is. Right, because we need the solution, and the solution requires the sodium nitrate. And the sodium nitrate is a quad input hatch, right? And then an input bus. Easy enough. So, always losing my tools here. So this is going to be sodium. We'll just keep a stack there. This is going to be what was it? It was oxygen and nitric acid. Yes and yes. So that's that. Whoa! Okay. That's that we got. And then the outputs for this, right? Is going to be water. So we want output hatch. That should be fine. And then an output. Again, we'll store this at EV. Using the machine as the bottleneck. And then if we need to, we can expand it out later. So you can go there, and once again, you can go there. Okay. And then flux point, that you. Okay, cool. Actually, instead of doing this, I'm just gonna run a line down like this, I think. And then come up like this. Yeah, cool. So this should be getting stuff. No, it shouldn't because it's not plugged in. Adoy. Okay, now it should be getting stuff, but it shouldn't be running because we don't have any tape in there. So let's put in some tape. Perfect. Perfect, dude. Okay, so you're good. Sodium nitrate is good. Nitrite, we just need that. And then we can come down here. So these are cables. So what do we need here? Actually, what do we need here? Sodium iodine. Oh, this is gross. Electrolyzer is going to go here. And the mixer, right? The mixer, what do we have the mixer for? The mixer was for this. So this needs, again, like, it's just unnecessary to do this in a large mixer. So here's what we're going to do instead. We are going to have the mixer here. And we're going to do this. God, I am losing it. Okay, right? And then that means this can be a flux point. Like that. Okay, so the electrolyzer is going to have... I'm just trying to think this through, right? So it's going to output... No, it's not going to output here. We're going to have a conveyor there. It's going to output fluid back here, right? We also need a filter. Get rid of some of this stuff. Signs we don't need. Okay. So for sodium iodine, right? We need sodium hydroxide solution. And we also need a pump. Sodium hydroxide solution and a pump. The pump is going to import, and it's only going to import sodium hydroxide solution. And we're going to set this to unfiltered. So the water should go back out of it. And then we're going to grab a conveyor. We're going to grab two conveyors, actually. This one is going to be set to import. And the import here is going to be iodine dust, right? And that's working its way, so we can get a drawer. Do that, and we are good to go. The only issue I see with this is the sodium iodate backing up, which is not something we would want to have happen. Okay, we'll figure that out in a bit here. And then for the nitrate solution, this is just water and an item. So we need a pump. Pump can go on the back here. Set this to import, and you are going to import water. Easy enough, easy enough. And then the conveyor belt, if we can find it, is going to go here. Set this to import. And you are going to import sodium nitrite. Yes. Yes, okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so it has the sodium nitrate, and then this will just be a storage bus here, set to extract only, but we need to lock it as well. Okay. So we have everything we need. We just need this. Okay, so let's go make this catalyst. So what do we need for it? What do we need for this? Oh boy, this is actually quite a bit. So we want 2 charcoal dust. Easy enough. 2 charcoal dust, cobalt dust. We have a million of that. This is my favorite part of Greg Tech, or Minecraft in general, is just when you have everything and you don't really need to think about it. So that is all those. And then we need steam and acetylene. So let me get cells, 2 cells. We need steam. Stilbene. And what are we missing here? Oh, this is a UV recipe. Okay, so that can be easily fixed by just replacing this with a UV input hatch. Ooh. There we go. And there's the catalyst. There's a bunch of hydrogen. Or is that a filtered output hatch? Shouldn't that be a quad output hatch or something? Or a non-tuple output hatch? Yeah, cool. Because all this produced, yeah, nothing important. So let's go shove this back in. You should be running, you are making sodium nitrate, which means what? What does that mean? We needed sodium nitrate for this. We have sodium iodine, right? Yeah. Okay, so if we go back to our Chem 3 here, we should see these running. So we're getting everything we need. I think this needs to be upgraded to UV though. Where's my hammer? There it is. Yeah. So we can just put a UV input hatch here. Just because 17 seconds is a lot of time. Okay, so we should have now. Yes, we do. So we can lock this, put a storage drawer on it. Extract only, low priority, I think. Yeah, so that means it uses this iodine instead of anything else. Okay, cool. So we have that. So can we get UV emitters now? Can we get 3 of these? Oh boy, we can. Oh, we have a bunch of LCRs just sitting in queue here. But yeah, okay, so that's cool. That's cool. Put everything back. And now we can actually upgrade the multi-block here. If I can find it. Yeah, so we need laser engraver, right? Yeah, so we need 3 emitters and 3 conveyors. We have the conveyors, so we're just waiting on the emitters. This is the polarizer is still so embarrassingly slow. Okay. I will bring you back once we're ready. Okay, so the crafting is done. We should have emitters now, which we do. So it's conveyor belts here. I wonder if we have to do the glass too. I guess we'll find out. And then emitters up here. Nope. Okay. Yes, okay, so that means Bioware. We should be able to craft a Bioware circuit. Oh, we're doing it. Oh boy, we're doing it. Oh, cutting machine. Oh no. cutting machine. Where are these? Ooh. Nope. It's a UV cutting machine? Ooh, boy. Okay. So let's... That's so weird. Let's see where this is. This is right here, large cutting saw. Okay, so obviously this isn't working because it is at ZPM. So we need a UV motor. UV motor, and what else do we need for the cutting saw? UV motor and a UV conveyor. Okay. Honestly, not that bad. Not that bad, all things considered. So we're just waiting for the components here. And then what else are we going to do after this? Like, okay, so once we have the Bioware, we should work on the certificate. Oh, what the? It's titanium? Okay, so can we even get most of this? Gravity Star plates. I don't think we can get the UHV yet. I don't think we're quite there. I could be wrong though. It was the motor block. Motor block. Yes, and then the conveyor block. We're just waiting on. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So we can upgrade a few machines to ZPM now. And then for this, we need 2 stacks, so 128 blocks of titanium. Titanium. Okay, well, that's easy enough. Burns a whole bunch of titanium, though. How much was that? It was... Oh, that's actually not bad. That's only like 1,100. Conveyor module. Okay, so if we're going to get this, right? So we just need an extruder. We probably want a UV extruder. I'd rather not keep this machine, because this is a long recipe. So I'd rather... Let's go make a UV extruder really fast. This one. Oh, actually, we're almost elsewhere. Conveyor belt. UV conveyor belt. Okay. So with this here, cutting saw. Did you work? Okay, this is a 12-second recipe. What the hell? But with this being done, we should have our Bioware circuits. This should be crafting up here. A 10-second recipe. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. We did it. We have Bioware now. Oh, that is so good. That's beautiful. That is beautiful to have. Okay. So let's see if we can get... See if we can get this going. Right? So for this we need titanium. I think we have titanium. It's the next one. So we need one with titanium. Right? So can we get a Bioware assembly? Oh, hot diggity darn. Hot diggity darn, we can. Okay. That's beautiful. So we can change these to the UV circuits then. And then extruder. What are we missing for this? Nothing. We can just make a UV extruder. Oh, that's so good. That's so good, dude. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, so after this, we have the Bioware computer. I don't think we have these ultra high or UH picks. But what do we need for these? Right. So this is simple enough. That's just the cutting saw. It's just the cutting saw. And then for these, Rutherfordium, it's going to be this with an amethyst lens. Do we have an amethyst lens in here? I do not know. No, we do not. So what's an amethyst lens? It's probably this in a lathe, if I had to guess, based on pattern recognition. Oh, look at that. He was right. Input buzz. EV should be fine. It's definitely overkill. Do that, and then get an interface. Right? Put this in. Oh no. Okay, no, nothing's wrong here. Just break this again. Put that here. Put that in. Interface, that. And then this, and then you should be fine. You're making the Bioware assembly. Now, my question is, are you a high enough tier to make this? Because I do not believe so. Or maybe you are. Bioware assembly. It's a UV assembly line, which you are. Okay, so what happened here? Why did it break? Polyethylene, titanium, and sterilized growth medium. Polyethylene. Oh, I see. You're missing polyethylene. Polyethylene, titanium, and sterilized growth medium. Titanium, sterilized growth medium. So you should be good. You should be good, but you are not good. Why? Oh, I see. Enriched Naquata. That's what we're missing. We got bamboozled. So let's go set up a fluid extractor for the enriched Naquata. Machine 2. Do we even? We should. We should have some room right here. Yes. So, conveyor belt. That didn't go where I wanted it to go. Conveyor belt set to import. Get a face. For enriched neck, let's keep like 16 in, right? And then we just have a storage interface or storage, yeah, fluid storage bus. Set this to extract only, and then we are good. This might need a crafting card. I'm not a huge fan of doing this for something as complex as enriched neck. But we should be good, I hope. Okay, you're going, you're still going. Making interfaces, and we're doing... Okay, we're good. we're good. So if we head back over to here, right? It's going perfect. It's a 20-second recipe. No issues whatsoever. That's what I like to see. What I don't like to see is me misplacing that. And I think we're good on these for now. I can finally get rid of those. P2P, what a nightmare. Actually, no, it was pretty good. It was pretty good for what we used it for. I know in one of the, I think in the update, there's an update for this mod pack, like unofficially. One of the mods is, so AE Fluid Crafting has a better network tool or better memory card that we don't have. But anyway, here's the Bioware assembly. Holy hell, we did it. And then extruder, right? So we can get this. We can just put it here since we're going to use a point for this, right? Set it here. I'm curious how this is going to affect our power. I guess we'll find out. So this is going to take like 10 minutes to run. That's not bad. That's better than what it was before. If we head over to our power. Okay, sick. We're doing pretty good. No worries. Since we're here. So that's probably going to take till the next episode to do, which is fine. We've done a lot today. Actually, I guess we could take a look at Bioware computer. Can we? Gravistar. Do we have Gravistars? We do. Okay, well, let's quickly put in a recipe for this. So what does this require? This requires enriched Naquata and PBI. Enriched Naquata and PBI. So do we have another one? We could give this PBI and enriched Naquata, but I think for the time being, we're no, we don't want to overlap these too bad, right? So we want, what do we want in here? So serialized tritanium is in PBI. Okay. So bio computer. What are we missing? We're just missing the plates here, but that should be a quick change. Plates. And we're off to the races. Beautiful. That's almost halfway done. Okay. So you're going again. This is so tricky because we need to like spread these out. We need to fix our assembly line. Like what? Because like this seems to be the only one running right now, and it's using. We should have an assembly line dedicated for like each kind of circuit, right? Should we? That's something to think about. Oh, it's making pumps. It's making pumps. God, why is it making pumps? Because we used pumps crafting. We need to take a look at the wafer here. This is going to be a longer episode, but that's fine. That is fine. Okay, so why isn't this working? Neutronium, Rutherfordium, it's a UV. I think the issue is that we have too many input buses on this. I think that's the issue. What are these casings called? Laser safe. Right? Added fluid capabilities. Minimum limit is 18. So we're probably at the limit, right? Yeah, 26. We have 1, 2. Yeah, we're at the limit, sadly. But that's fine. We can very quickly do that. Switch that out. So we need to expand the laser engraver, but that's okay. It's just something we need to do regardless. This whole room needs to be changed. That's probably... Honestly, this is probably what we're going to do next episode or between episodes. I'm going to start moving things out of here. Now that we have a bunch of room over by ore processing, probably into... This will be our multi-block room now. That's fun. Anyway, the bio computer is crafting. You're almost done. Oh, we're actually going to finish this chapter this episode. I didn't think that we would do this. Nice. The bio computer is done. Very nice. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. And all we're missing now is this. And this has like 60 seconds left. Okay, so this is about to wrap up in the next few seconds. And while this wraps up, we're going to wrap up this episode. Next time, we'll be working on the multi-block room or something of the like. Getting just everything fixed up there. We'll be able to actually make the Bioware computers. And we will probably take a look at the UHV age. Before we get into here, I do think we need to update our base. I know I say that between like every chapter, but it's getting, I don't know. Everything works, but it feels kind of like it's falling apart at places. So we'll take a look next time and see what we can do to sort of fix things up. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I shall catch you next time.